Karl Orff was born July 10, 1895, in Munich, Germany. Orff came from a musical family who strongly encouraged academics and military. They were Bavarian. In his life, Orff composed music and wrote many operas and oratorios, his most famous being Carmina Burana. Orff would later enter education and publish 5 volumes on musical pedagogy. Orff was primarily a composer by trade. His musical compositions demonstrate a strong influence by Richard Strauss, who was also German. Other influences include Schoenberg's harmonic theory and the music of Claude Debussy.
Elemental music became a term referred to frequently by Orff and is used in Orff pedagogy today. Elemental music refers to natural, physical, and pattern-based music. It is a union of movement, dance, and speech. In this, Orff attempted to stray from seeing music as technical or philosophical, but as an experience which awakens the soul. Orff believed one should not just be a listener of music, but a participant of music. He developed 5 pedagogical elements which led students to do, rather than be passive, during the process of learning. Orff's 5 pedagogical elements include exploration, imitation, improvisation, composition, and cooperative learning. Exploration allows students to discover instruments, pitch, rhythm, and music itself. This is often done by the individual student, but can be guided by the teacher. Imitation employs musical sense on the part of the teacher, as students will imitate a rhythm or melody in the manner that the teacher does. Improvisation allows students to work on their own and hone their creative abilities, but again, with the parameters from the teacher. In fact, students will be more successful in their improvisation with given parameters. Composition allows the student to express themselves with less parameters. Cooperative learning involves the student learning side by side with one another, and the teacher even learning with the students. Everyone dances, everyone sings, everyone plays together in the classroom. Orff, though a composer by trade, became highly involved in music education. His 5 volumes on music education, Orff's Schulwerk, are influential to this day. The volumes included pentatonic space, major, major dominance, minor, and minor dominance. Orff developed Orff's Schulwerk with the help of his German colleague Gunnar Kietmann. Orff continued to develop his theory on music education throughout his career.
Like Kodai, Orff believed in a sound before sight methodology. Music should be experienced before it is studied. Furthermore, every child should participate in music education, with an emphasis on participation. Experience, then intellectualize, as Orff said. According to Orff, teachers should present music to children in a developmentally appropriate way, gradually develop musical independence. Therefore, Orff's Schulwerk is largely a developmental approach, which presents music to a child in their world of play. Teaching with an Orff approach. Teaching with an Orff approach in the classroom might look like playing or singing music for children, especially well-known folk tunes, chanting words, clapping rhythms and beats. You may also employ body percussion. Involving instruments is very important, such as recorders, small drums, and Orff instruments with mallets. With these, students can improvise and compose. We can use ostinati and other patterns as well. Lastly, children should be able to move with music and dance and express themselves freely.
Since the beginning of time, children have not liked to study. They would much rather play. And if you have their interests at heart, you will let them learn while they play. They will find that what they have mastered is child's play. Karl Orff.